But in the second scenario, in which I want this character to be a 1, that's a problem, because I have a string of length I-1, which should be valid, but not all the valid strings of length I-1, when appended another 1, are going to be valid, right? Because you might have a string which ends up in k once, so 1, 1, 1, 1 for k times, right? Which is valid, nothing's wrong with it, but when you add another 1, that's not going to be correct. So this is not going to be dp of I-1. But what should it be, right? Well, we can split this into extra cases, actually, or we can do a second dimension. Which one should we choose? Well, I'm going to choose splitting into more cases, because as you can see on Algo Academy, we have the tutorial, the video explanation and the coding tutorial for a DP with 2 dimensions. But in this video, I want to explain it with only 1 dimension, because it's also possible. So, first scenario, we have a 0 at the end, right? Is dp of I-1, no problem. Cool. Now, we have a 1 at the end. Awesome. Well, I'm going to think about the previous character. So, I know that the last one, I want it to be a 1, but now I'm going to think about the previous one. What can this previous character be? Of course, a 0 or a 1, right? So, if it's a 0, what happens? Well, everything is fine, because we have 1 here. If k is at least 1, then this configuration is correct, right? And we have I-2 characters now, which should form a string which is valid, right? So how many valid strings are there of length I-2? Well, I know this answer. It's dp of I-2. And for each of these valid strings, if I append a 0 and a 1, it is also going to be valid, right? So this case is now solved. But what happens when the last character is 1 and the second last character is also a 1? Where we have another problem, right?